Hello, sports fans. Welcome to episode 17 of Falcons franchise. So we have our final week of the regular season, and I mean the final week of season 1, because obviously we're not going to make the playoffs at 2-14. And I believe we have the number 1 overall pick clinched. Yeah, we do. So we do have the number 1 overall pick. And now I'm going to get to scouting really quickly first, and then we'll go back to playing spoiler and doing the weekly awards. But scouting, so what we're going to do is we're going to go through the top 15 prospects and take a closer look at them, unless we've already taken a closer look at them. So, obviously at the top, we have Taylor Alfredo. He is a speed rusher, 6'3", 251 out of Alabama. He has C block shedding, A pursuit, C tackle, and C to F zone. Pretty good athlete, good to great in several places. And skill-wise, he seems to be okay. We don't know power moves or finesse moves completely yet. But now, if he's a speed rusher, it would make sense for the finesse moves to be higher than power moves, but it really doesn't. It could obviously vary. So he definitely looks like he's a very good player. And then Adonis Parnell, he was the other guy. He started off as the best prospect. He's also a speed rusher. He had North Carolina, 6'2", 256. A tackle, CDD pursuit, B block shedding, CDD zone. Physicals, he is another good athlete. And skill-wise, he's got B to C finesse moves, A to B power moves. So he also seems pretty good. Quarterback Emmett Charles, we've taken a look at before. He's listed as the best quarterback. I don't really even think he's going to be that good. He's not even the most accurate. C deep accuracy, B medium, A short, C throw under pressure. Not a very good athlete aside from throw power. He's got great to elite throw power and good to great strength, but that's it. Pretty good change of direction as well. Skill-wise, I just don't think he's amazing. Obviously, I like someone who can move, and obviously Emmett Charles is not the quarterback that can move. Then we've got Luke Johnson. I actually don't know if we've ever taken a look at him. We probably have. He's a power rusher out of Oklahoma. A pursuit, B tackle, C to F zone, A to C block shedding. Not super fast. He seems like an overall decent athlete. Skill-wise, B to D finesse moves, A to C power moves. He seems like he could be a pretty good player. He's definitely up there with the top 2 for edge rushers. Damian Purnell. So I thought about him in the beginning, but then when you look at him, almost A's across the board. A deep, short, and throw under pressure. B medium accuracy. Physicals, solid to good throw power, obviously is not really ideal, and not the fastest guy, okay athlete. And skill-wise, I don't know, I just don't feel he's that great. So, he's not someone I'm looking at. The quarterback, I talk about him every time, Will Donaldson. So right now I'm at the position with Will Donaldson. He is going to be my future quarterback, unless Desmond Ridder proves otherwise, which doesn't even seem that way. Obviously, when you look at top fits, we are one of them. He is 23 years old already, but solid to good speed is good for me, and great to elite throw power, obviously the best you can get. Skill-wise, he seems really good. A break sack, C carrying, C to D injury, D to F stamina, which I mean isn't great, but I mean he seems really good. A throw in the run and throw under pressure as well. Seems like a decent runner as well. DeMar Wayne, we just took a look at last episode, same with Sean Edmonds. Edmonds is the guy I'm targeting, so we'll skip over them real quick. Ibrahim Weston, he is a corner out of UConn. Shows good discipline, won't get flagged much, which is good to see. B press, C man, C catching, C to D zone. A pretty good athlete. And skill-wise, he seems like he'd be pretty good. A to B hit power is interesting. So he definitely seems like he could be a pretty good player. Brandon Adams, a power rusher out of Vanderbilt at the defensive end position. B power moves, D finesse moves, C block shedding. Does lack discipline in avoiding penalties, so that's not necessarily something you want to see. A to C tackle as well. Pretty good athlete. And he seems like he could overall be pretty good. Now, Dwight Bell, another edge rusher. A lot of edge rushers this class. So, he has C tackle, D zone, A to C pursuit, B to D block shedding. And great to elite speed is something very nice to see, especially for an edge rusher like this. Seems like he'd be okay. Definitely more of a finesse rusher rather than a power rusher. Not necessarily the level the first three guys were, or outside linebackers, the edge rusher outside linebackers were, but definitely still a good player. Wood White out of Clemson, another edge rusher. He's a speed rusher. 6'5", 255, ADC finesse moves, D power moves, B tackle, D zone. Block shedding. Again, seems like a pretty good athlete, decent. And then seems okay. B tackle seems okay. Not amazing, not horrible. Tyrell Simpson is a safety I've definitely considered. With his size 6'2", 220, I might consider moving him over to strong safety if we take him, because we're definitely going to let go Dean Marlowe. Especially if A, man coverage, A, tackle, B, hit power, C, zone. I mean, that's also not terrible. But I mean, that would be best case scenario. Again, pretty good athlete. He seems pretty good. He's definitely going to be on my draft board. And Ryan Calhoun is going to be the second to last player we take a look at. He's out of Tennessee, a left tackle. So no, I don't really think he's all that good. I mean, he seems pretty good. A, awareness, A, impact blocking, B, pass block, BDC run block. Obviously, we just took a look at him last episode. Physicals, he's a good athlete. But skill-wise, I don't know. He doesn't seem amazing. He seems okay. I might take him. I'm going to keep him on my draft board. And our final guy we're going to take a look at in today's scouting is Edward Otten, a center. And we have our center set. He does lack discipline, so, I mean, I don't really think we're going to take him, but just to know about him. Obviously, okay, B run blocking, A to C pass block, A to C impact block, A awareness. Not the greatest athlete. And skill-wise, he seems okay, not necessarily amazing, not necessarily terrible. And now, we do have a defensive player, or a player of the week, probably going to be defensive, probably going to be Casey Hayward, who had 2 interceptions, and it is Casey Hayward. Now, 3 tackles for loss, 2 interceptions, and one of them being a pick 6. So he is our first player of the week this season, coming in the second to last week. And playing spoiler, again, it's just going to be trying to upset the Buccaneers, who might be battling for positioning or seeding in the playoffs. I know the season hasn't gone exactly the way we wanted it to, but it's important to remember that we can't just phone it in for the rest of the year. Definitely, it's way too early to be throwing in the towel. If we're able to go out and show these guys that we can play with the top teams right now, they'll be even more prepared for us next year. Spoiler, beat the Buccaneers for a significant boost to your roster. I'm not sure what boost it would be, considering it's the last game of the season. And now, standing-wise, I'm just going to check the Buccaneers real quick, because you go to the NFC. Buccaneers currently are battling for playoff seeding, so probably not going to be resting any starters. So they're battling the Commanders for the third. No, never mind, that's not right. Because Cowboys and Commanders, it's division winners top 4. So it's going to be Cardinals, Cowboys, Buccaneers, and then Packers. So they are battling the Packers for the third seed. Not sure what the tiebreakers are right there, but definitely would be interesting to see if we can hurt our division rival. Weekly strategy this week against Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. We got destroyed by the first time. I think we're going to go... Not going to defend the run. It's going to be defend Tom Brady. Let's see. I think we're going to probably go... Really good at everything. Let's go medium pass. Obviously, we could always change that at halftime. We'll go half pads just to make sure everyone's fresh for the final game. And it's going to have to be... Our offensive game plan is going to have to be throw it short. Because you can't run the ball on the Buccaneers, as you look at their rushing numbers. Just seem pretty good. Obviously, good run defense. So it's going to be throw it short for us. Obviously, we could always change that at halftime. And it will be half pads offensively as well. And our game day goal is going to be... We've gotten some interceptions. So let's actually go force 3+ turnovers today. So beginning training... Hoping for no injuries. So, hoping for no injuries. Obviously, you see some guys losing fatigue, which is good. We also went half pads. Alright, good. No offensive injuries. Defensively, Anderson losing 3 fatigue. Same with D'Angelo Malone. Isaiah Oliver Alright, cool. No injuries, so we're going to have a completely healthy team as Matt Hennessy does return from his injury this week for our final game. And we do have a few upgrades. Rookie running back Tyler Algier as well. And we're going to go power back for Algier. And he gets +1 ball carrier, vision, break, tackle, carrying, and strength. Darren Hall never sees the field, so we're not going to upgrade him. And Wadam Zacchaeus, who I believe we extended, I'm not sure. But I'm going to go slot for him. As that's where I don't know why he's standing sideways. But that's where he usually plays for us. +2 catching traffic, +1 catching, medium route running, and short route running. And now, while talking about Zacchaeus, in the draft, I'm also going to look for someone who's got, like, blazing speed and just take the top off the defense, as that's someone we really need. Obviously, Drake London can be a deep threat, as he's more of a physical wide receiver, but I'd like someone that can just run past the entire defense easily. Alright, so playing this week's game against the Buccaneers, hoping to get the win in our final game of Season 1. Obviously, remember, this is a thing that takes several years. Alright, so we are set to receive this kick. As you can notice, I did change up the jerseys just a little bit for our final game. We are wearing all red. And Cordero Patterson takes a knee, and we'll get the ball first. Desmond Ridder comes onto the field. Took over as a starter for us about midway through. And not having a very good season. As you see the numbers there, they're brutal. Just shy of 1,200 yards, 4 touchdowns to 20 picks. Obviously, not the ideal ratio there. So, we do have throw it short as our game plan, but I do just want to try to run the ball a little bit, even against a great Buccaneers defensive front. Algier wins the tackle battle, and gets into another one, but he's able to run for 6 there. So, great job by Algier to start. Here is another give to Algier. This time, not much space, only 2 yards. And we're going to throw the ball here on 3rd and short. You know what? Actually, let's go to the run one more time. They don't seem prepared to stop it. But you never know, because they can easily shed those blocks. Just like that. And Algier is going to be just shy. And now I want to go for this so bad, because it's one of the only chances we probably have in this game. But I think I'm just going to punt this away. So yeah, we're punting. I want to go for it, but oh, and we ran into him. I tried to stop, just Oliver kept going. So that's going to be a flag and give them even better starting field position. So now they're starting at their own 40-yard line. Now, playing man coverage last week against the Cardinals, it did work for us, so I do want to try to go back to that a little bit more frequently than I would. Starting off with a blitz here on 1st down. And here is Casey Hayward tackling Chris Godwin. Hayward, remember, had a big game last week. 2 interceptions, one of them being a pick 6. So here's a 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers after the completion. And I just completely ran right past where I was supposed to be going. As Ricky Rashad White gets the carry there. Wonder if Leonard Fournette may be injured. Second and 5 here for the Buccaneers. Who is covering him? Whoever it is, amazing coverage on Kate Otten. Don't want to send a blitz here. I initially wanted to, then I'm going to get out of this. And now I'm stuck on a defensive lineman. And Julio Jones gets tackled there. He's going to be close to a 1st down. I'm not sure if they're going to give it to him. I think he probably got it. Let's see. They are going to give him the 1st down. How does he just break through that? Grady Jarrett was right there. Rashad White must have unreal break tackle, because he just shrugged off Grady Jarrett, who's a pretty big dude, like he's nothing. The extra point for the Buccaneers up and good. And we find ourselves down early, 7-0. So we come back onto the field at our own 25 after a touchback. And so another thing, the ball's got to come out quickly with the Buccaneers having a good pass rush. So we're going to try to get the ball out quickly here. Oh no, that's probably a pick. Yep. Did not see him there. He just ran right into Matt Hennessy. But Antoine Winfield Jr. with the pick. Did not see him there. And that is a turnover. Obviously, I thought Edwards was going to be wide open. Just did not see Winfield there. And now the Buccaneers get a first down here. On the throw to, I don't know who that is. Oh, that is Jared Cook. Did not know he was on the Buccaneers. We'll blitz here on 1st and goal. And there's Chris Godwin for the touchdown. So we've gotten off to a brutal start. Probably should have went for it on that 4th and short earlier. So now back onto the field after throwing the interception is Desmond Ridder. Did not want that to happen. So we're going to go back to the run here. So we can't throw an interception when you're running the ball. Here is Algier. He's not getting much space there. And he's able to get about 2. We're going to throw the ball here. Hopefully I don't see any defenders. Or not see any defenders. There's Kyle Pitts over the middle. And he's going to catch that one. That had a chance to get picked off because I let him over the middle. Right to there, but thankfully Kyle Pitts able to snag that one in. And hold on to it as well. Sometimes the receivers drop those. Desmond Ridder fast enough to get away. And he's going to stay in bounds and get about 10 yards there. Now, very close to a first down. So what we're going to do is I think I'm going to take a shot down the field here on 2nd and short. Kyle Pitts is wide open, and that Desmond Ridder just missed him. That was really bad. That would have been a big play. We're going to go to the run here on 3rd and short. Going to go for it on 4th down as long as we don't take a massive loss. But Algier ensures we don't have a 4th down as he picks it up on 3rd and inches. Oh, I tried to put Kyle Pitts on a hot route. And that is a brutal throw. On the run, inaccurate bullet pass. Down falls incomplete to bring up 2nd and 10. And that's intercepted too? I thought we had the angle there. And we should have fit that in before he got there, holding on us, so. So now we will be on defense once again, hoping to not go down 21-0. This is the problem with our team. Either I give them the ball at the short field so often that our defense looks really good when you look at the yardage numbers, but it's because the team's always working with the short field. Second and 2 here for the Buccaneers. 55 seconds to go in the half. Trey Anderson, big stop there on Rachaad White, pushing him back to a 3rd and 5. Anderson's been really good ever since he took over a starting role for us at about the midseason mark when we traded away Rashaan Evans. Here's a 3rd and 5. Defense really needs to stop here. How did Casey Hayward not knock that away? But they're able to convert. Chris Godwin on the catch. It's so hard to defend the Buccaneers. There's so many things they could do with you. Or do. With their receivers. They could run the ball as well. And that is the final play of the first quarter. Down 14-0. Close to being 21-0 as well. And probably could easily be 21-0. So here's a 1st and 10. Arnold Ebiketie, big stop there, and Rachaad White, tackle for loss, second of this drive. And now we're going to send a blitz here on 2nd and short. Or 2nd and long, sorry. Lorenzo Carter this time hits him in the backfield, but he's still able to get a few yards. Now 3rd and 9. Once again, our defense really needs to stop. Under pressure and taken down. Lorenzo Carter, Arnold Ebiketie, each combined, maybe even knocking the Buccaneers out of field goal range. That was a massive sack, making this field goal much harder. Not out of field goal range, you're still going to attempt it. And it is no good, he missed it. Defense coming up huge with the sack. And then a longer field goal forces Ryan Succop to push it right. And we also get really good starting field position at our own 43-yard line. And that was a bad pass. Something Desmond Ridder does a lot of. 1 for 6, 2 interceptions. Elite numbers there from Desmond Ridder. This time, that was just another bad pass. I know, I'm not doing a very good job of reading that meter. I'm letting it go a little too late, which is why we have inaccuracy. But it's super annoying how it's like so far off. There's a better pass, and that is going to be a 1st down as Bryan Edwards picks it up for us with some nice run after the catch there. So now here's a 1st and 10 in Buccaneers territory. Going to break this run outside. Algier is going to get stopped after by a gain of 4. Here is Kyle Pitts. Flag is down. Pitts going to be close to a 1st down. Hopefully this is not holding. It is going to be a roughing the passer call, so we'll take that. And that'll put us down to the 21-yard line on Shaq Barrett there. Just going to go quarterback draw. Thought about taking a shot down the field, didn't like it. And I tried to slide there so we didn't fumble. Thankfully we didn't fumble anyway. But, he picks up 4 there on the keeper. Or on the draw, I should say. Here's Algier with one of his best runs of the day, getting 10 there. And getting this down to a 1st and goal from the 5 for us. I said hand that off. Just did not register, apparently. I don't know what happened there. I pressed it really early before Ridder kept it. So, definitely should have handed that one off. And I pressed the button too. Don't know why it didn't, though. Here's Algier up the middle. He gets it down to the 2-yard line before this 3rd and goal situation. Which we will also try to go up the middle. Actually, I think we might try to throw this here. That was a bad idea. We got sacked back at the 9. So now, do we take the points or do we go for it? They say take the points. No, we're going to take the points here. I've had a few conservative decisions so far. Like this one. And also the earlier 4th down we faced deep in our own territory. But I like the decision to go for it, or not to kick the field goal here. And looking back on the other one, I would have definitely gone for that. But we get on the board 14-3 now, cutting into this Buccaneers lead. So here's a 1st and 10 for the Buccaneers. Just got blocked there. Was right there in the gap. Just went a little bit too far to the right. And now there is 2:20 left to go, so if we could get a stop, I would definitely consider calling some timeouts. But that's going to bring them to the 2-minute warning right now, unless they snap this insanely quickly, which they don't. So that's a 2-minute warning the first half. Down 14-3. Could definitely be a whole lot worse. Could be 21-3. Could be even worse than that. Was right there, just overran him. Did not think he'd stop there. I thought he was running like a corner slant, or whatever you want to call that there. Buccaneers pick up the first down. We're going to send a blitz here on first down. Maybe we get home, maybe we don't. Oh man, Dean Marlowe. I was right there with Dean Marlowe. AJ Terrell makes Rashad White trip over him. Dove a little too early there. That's always something was so bad at mistiming my jump right there. But they're able to get another pretty solid gain. Who is over there covering him? This is really bad. Chris Godwin, another touchdown catch. We've left guys wide open several times. That was not my responsibility because I was not that deep. So, I don't know who is supposed to be covering him, but we give up a touchdown. We do have all 3 timeouts and 1:23 to go, but that was just awesome coverage there. We will be forced to return this kick from our own 5. And a good return gets us up to the 31. Well, a good return for us, I should say. Average return from about the 5. Let's go screen to start it off to Algier. Let the blocks develop. Here we go. Algier. Oh, man, if we could have got through there, we'd have a big gain. We'll call a timeout there. I tried to go hurry up, but did not hurry up, so call a timeout. With 1:08 to go, would like to try to get out of bounds here. But I know I'm running several concepts over the middle. Like that one. Just getting that ball out quickly to Drake London. And we're going to go with 46 seconds to go. Here's Desmond Ridder rolling out. We're just going to throw that away. Don't think we can get the edge. And also, good decision, I think, stopping the clock. Alright, let's try this. Patterson open, and the pass broken up. Now, I do think I'm going to go for this. We haven't been great in the last few plays, but I do like the idea of going for this. Hopefully we have some time. I'm going to go for this. And now Ridder going to run. Can he get there? Yes, he can. And we'll call a timeout there. So, just took off with Desmond Ridder. Saw a lot of... saw space to the first down sticks. And we end up running for first down. And now we get sacked. We'll call our final timeout. Wanted to take a deep shot down the field. Look like one-on-one with the safety there. Now, this does have to get out of bounds or be a place where you can go spike it. Brian Edwards was wide open, and that pass is batted away. Here is 3rd and 22. Here's Edwards, make a play, and incomplete. You gotta throw it short. And it's gonna be defend the short pass against Brady. That's where he's hurt us. And we, of course, don't get the ball to start the half when we need it. Start off with a blitz here on the first play of the second half. It's going to be a run. Richie Grant there on the stop. Tried to get on to someone else, but did not get there in time. Second and 3 here. Deion Jones slows him down. Richie Grant, fumble, pick up the ball. Hey, we get the fumble. Arnold Ebiketie now run. That is something I remember. I don't remember what episode it was, but against the Steelers, when we got our second win, we had like five guys around the fumble, and we did not pick up the ball. It was infuriating. And now they're reviewing it, of course. When something goes our way, they've got to review it. We'll take a look at it with them. Oh, dang. He was probably down. I think he was down. Let's see what the call is. Yeah, it's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Buccaneers. They're going to mark him down, which is very unfortunate for us. Arnold Ebiketie gets back there to stop him. But I saw a run coming, which is why I came up with Dean Morrow. It would have been devastating if we were not able to, if there was not a run. Because then they would have just... I got a big play there, but luckily it was a run. AJ Terrell coming back, couldn't jump it, but right there for the tackle. We're going to go another blitz, or we're going to rush 5, play more man coverage. Casey Hayward had his back to the ball. And Richie Grant with tackle there. Going to play more man coverage as it's not necessarily the best for us right now, but seems okay. And that pass incomplete. Looking for Julio Jones on the outside was Tom Brady. Second and 10 here for the Buccaneers after the incompletion. AJ Terrell, a good tackle there on Julio Jones after the catch. But he is able to move the chains and make it a first down. First down from the 11. Gonna go back to zone here this close to the goal line. Not like super close, but like at the 11. Rashad White bouncing off tackles. Lorenzo Carter finally there to bring him down. Second and 6 here. Brady in the zone is definitely not something you want to see. Troy Anderson, big tackle on Rashad White, stopping him right there. And now 3rd and 6. We're going to send a corner blitz. Or we were until I lost that play. Alright, we're going to send... We are going to send a corner blitz and Troy Anderson. Actually, I'm going to use your Troy Anderson. So, where I was. And that was definitely my bad. Tried to get back there. Back to the linebacker. Got stuck on the defensive lineman. Russell Gage in for the touch. It's about to become 28-3. I just realized that. It's about to be 28-3. This would be something. If we can come back from this in the Falcons, that would be so weird. Against Tom Brady, wow. I doubt we'll do it, though. Try to go to the outside, could not get there. Cordell Patterson, not very fast. And our offense back onto the field. We have been really bad so far. And I don't really expect anything to change, but who really knows? Algier to the outside. He's going to get out of bounds after a gain of 8. Not a bad run there from Tyler Algier. I tried to throw that ball away, and the fumble goes out of bounds. 3rd and 10 now. Tried to throw that ball away. Guess I was a little too late on it. Gonna take a deep shot down the field for Zacchaeus. Batted away. And now I am going to go for it here on 4th and 10. Because, I mean, if we have any chance in this game. Hopefully something gets open. If not, then that'll be bad. But Kyle Pitts make the catch. Thank you. Kyle Pitts there to make the catch. Luckily, had both feet in bounds. Another Buccaneer player down on the field. And now, that was a big play we really needed. 62 passing yards for us. Kyle Pitts, 61 receiving yards, probably because we have taken sacks, so that does hurt our yardage total passing. Algier runs for 2 there on 1st down. Here's Cordero Patterson. And he's going to pick up another Falcons 1st down. Just going to throw this one away. As I was scanning the field there, didn't see anything I loved. I wanted to throw either to Brian Edwards underneath or Drake London on the out. Just didn't like it once I saw it. And Algier nowhere to run there. 3rd and 11. Losing a yard. Kyle Pitts at the end zone. Can he catch it? Can he catch it? Kyle Pitts touchdown! Let's go. Put it in a place where only Kyle Pitts could catch it. And Kyle Pitts catches a touchdown. And giving this... making our deficit only 28-10. And Kyle Pitts in the zone now for like the first time this season. As we have never really been able to get the ball to Kyle Pitts consistently. This is what, 4th catch today. And now the Buccaneers do get the ball, though, but obviously still plenty of time for us to come back. I mean, only the 4th quarter, but I mean, if we come back down 28-3, that's gonna be unreal. Rachaad White, 11 carries, 49 yards, and a touchdown, 4.4 yards carry so far today. 1st and 10, our defense needs a stop. How do we get Brady's X Factor off? I'll check after this play. And I'm stuck on a defensive lineman again. 1st and 10 after the 1st down, Brady to Evans. But we can turn Brady's X Factor off by sacking him. That is very difficult, because without blitzing, our pass rush does essentially nothing. And we're able to stop him short of the 1st down marker, but that's about the only positive on that play. And Julio Jones thankfully steps out of bounds. So otherwise, he's probably at a touchdown. Now, end of the 3rd quarter, still down by 18. So, not ideal for us, but it's possible, I would say that. Deion Jones, big tackle for a loss on Rachaad White. Loss of 3. Deion Jones having himself a pretty good game, 2nd tackle, but that's a really big one. Deion Jones, I feel also having himself a pretty good season. Oh, man. That was definitely my bad. Casey Hayward tackles Mike Evans short of the sticks, but now Grady Jarrett is down. Great. 3rd and 2. I'm going to guess they're going to run the football, so. And it is a run. Troy Anderson, stop him. Big stop, Troy Anderson. 4th and 2. Now, please don't go for this. They're going to kick a field goal to make it 31-10. He missed from about this distance before, a little 4 yards closer. And this one is also no good. Ryan Suckup pushes this one left now. Back-to-back long field goal misses from Suckup really gives us a chance in this game, because otherwise we'd be down 34-10. So still down by 18. Kyle Pitts, X Factor turns off if he's not targeted, so obviously I'd like to get him targets. But he's not going to get targeted in this play. Chris Cordero Patterson is wide open, I meant. And he's going to get 9. Grady Jarrett with a bruise will keep him in. Here is Kyle Pitts underneath. And he's also going to get out of bounds with 6:16 to go. Hoping to take a shot to the end zone with Brian Edwards here. Not sure if that'll work out, but that's the hope. Instead, we're going to throw a horrible pass over the middle. Akeem Hicks down for the Buccaneers. Kyle Pitts on a slant. Hope to get him the ball that way. And he's wide open, so we'll do that. Pitts with the catch. Moving the sticks. We're going to go hurry up, hopefully. Or we're going to go hurry up, hopefully. Trying to give us as much time as possible to come back. Pitts gets 5 there. And now 2nd and 5. Gotta get the ball out quickly, so there's going to be a safety blitz. Yep, safety blitz here. And Drake London in for the touchdown. That's exactly what we need. And we might actually do it. But now here's the decision. We'd be down by 11, so it would still be a 2-score game. Going for 2 or not going for 2. So I'll just kick the field goal, extra point here. And we might actually do it. That would be so weird if the Falcons come back down 28-3. Our defense still needs some big stops. Still a 2-score game. There's Troy Anderson again. Big tackle on Mike Evans. Or partial tackle on Mike Evans. Others came to help. 2nd and 3. Anderson 5 tackles today. Julio Jones, another catch, and he's going to get out of bounds, stopping clock for us, which is very nice of him. So, ideally, if we can get him out of bounds, that would definitely be helpful, stopping the clock in the process as well. Deion Jones tackles Mike Evans. That one not going to be out of bounds. Brady, only 1 incompletion today. We'll send a blitz here. Actually, let's not, because there's no running backs, so obviously we know it's not going to be a run. I mean, I know you could blitz for passes as well. AJ Terrell breaks it up. I was going to say, hopefully pick it. There's Brady's 2nd interception. I'm sorry, 2nd incompletion. I wish it was a 2nd interception. Why do they want us to play prevent defense? We'll just go to a zone this way. 2nd and 10 here. And it is going to be a screen. Grady Jarrett can't take him down. Dean Marlowe is able to. Now a big 3rd and 8 upcoming. We desperately need to stop here. Incompletion, exactly what we needed. Trey Anderson right there, and they're going to be forced to punt this ball. You've got to be kidding. They're going to go for it. Wait, no, they're kicking a field goal. Are they going to fake it? Special teams, field goal block. I'll be the fake guy on Deion Jones. It is not a fake, and get down, get down, get down. No good! Another missed field goal for Ryan Suckup. And I don't know why it showed me why I wanted to pick a defensive play. Well short from Suckup there. 2:55 to go. Plenty of time for us. Hopefully. Flag down. Probably going to be holding. London is going to get out of bounds with 2:49 to go. But the clock's going to stop anyway on the penalty. And it's probably going to be Jake Matthews' weekly holding penalty. I can't say I'm surprised. He is so bad for us. 1st and 20. Brian Edwards wide open. Oh, man. That was a great job by the safety. I wanted to lead him way down the field, but hit as we threw. Incompletion stops the clock, but I mean, we do need to get some yards, too. We're just going to run here and get out of bounds with 2:36 to go. Kyle Pitts not on the field for this play. Brian Edwards going to catch that, but we have to go for this now on 4th and 6. At least it gets us a little bit closer. And that is going to be intercepted. Well, we did have a chance. I stopped originally with Zacchaeus trying to get in front of him. Didn't know how he'd continue, because sometimes they do that and dart in front of the defender. And I was way out of the gap there. And that's the 2-minute warning. So now we just need defensive stops. That's what we need. But what we're really going to need is we're going to need an onside kick recovery as well, because we're only going to be able to stop him if we can get 3 downs and out here. How does Rashad White just keep breaking through contact? There's our first down. First time out. Just Buccaneers offensive line moving us out of the way easily. Dean Morrow, big tackle there, forcing a 3rd and 1. And now, 3 tight ends, so I would say they're going to run the ball. Let's go safety blitz, I guess? I'm not sure. Deion Jones, huge tackle. There's our final timeout, but they are in field goal range. And they're going to go for this on 4th down. And we're not prepared for that. And that's going to be the game. Or after they won this quarterback kneel, that's going to be the game. So unable to come back down 28-3. Alright, so obviously we were not able to get the win. It took the 28-17 loss. And playing spoiler, weren't able to spoil the Buccaneers. And seeding, go for seeding. Would have been nice to pull off the upset, but anyway, nobody expected us to win that. Nobody expected us to win that game anyway. Keep fighting, and we'll get this thing turned around. Oh, it always does that. I hit A to hold it and skip it to the part where the coach replies, and it always automatically does it. But we will advance to next week, which is obviously going to be the playoffs. We are obviously not a part of them. So assuming through week 18, viewing the playoff bracket, we have, I took my face cam away for a second so you guys can see it, but in the AFC 1 seed is the Ravens, they get the bye. Then we got Chiefs, Chargers, 2 versus 7, Dolphins, Broncos, 3 versus 6, Titans, Steelers, 4 versus 5, and in the NFC we've got the Cardinals getting the first round bye. Then we've got the Cowboys and Seahawks, 2 versus 7, Buccaneers versus Saints, 3 versus 6, and Packers, Commanders, 4 versus 5. So now taking a look at the final season standings, or we'll go standings as well, and then the stats. So best team was the Cardinals at 13-4. Actually, that's not true. Best team Cardinals 13-4. Cowboys also at 13-4. AFC North, sorry. Ravens at 11-6, then Steelers 10-7, Bengals 10-7. They missed out on the playoffs though, and Browns 7-10. AFC South, Titans 9-8. They clinch the division. Colts at 8-9. Then Jaguars 7-10. Texans at 5-12. AFC East, the Dolphins win that division at 10-7. Patriots at 9-8. Bills also at 9-8. Jets at 8-9. Pretty good division there. AFC West, Chiefs at 11-6. Raiders at 10-7. How did the Raiders miss out on the playoffs? I guess they lost some tiebreakers. But the Broncos and Chargers each make it at 10-7. Raiders miss out at 10-7. NFC North, Packers clinch that division at 10-7. Then Lions at 7-10. Bears at 6-11. And Vikings at 5-12. In the NFC South, our division, Buccaneers at 11-6. Saints then at 8-9 made the playoffs. Panthers at 7-10. And then us at the bottom at 2-15. Also the worst team in the league. NFC East, we have the Cowboys at 13-4, then the Commanders at 11-6, Eagles at 8-9, and then the New York Giants at 6-11. And finally, the NFC West, Cardinals at 13-4, Seahawks at 8-9, also made the playoffs. 49ers 7-10, Rams 6-11. So now the final stats on the season, both for us and the entire league. So for us, Marcus Mariota led us in passing. And he threw for 1,558 yards, 6 touchdowns, 28 interceptions. Desmond Ridder, 1,382 yards, 6 touchdowns, 23 interceptions. Awful, awful numbers for both of them. We took tons of sacks, 32 sacks for Marcus Mariota, 27 sacks for Desmond Ridder. Rushing-wise for us, Algier led us in carries with 198, and yards with 826. Yards per carry, that goes to Desmond Ridder at 6.4. Touchdown runs, that is Tyler Algier with 5, Marcus Mariota at 2, Desmond Ridder at 1. Cordell Patterson, no touchdown runs, but we didn't really run the ball effectively with him, so 2.5 yards a carry. Fumbles, we fumbled a lot. Marcus Mariota, 7, Desmond Ridder, 8, Algier and Patterson each with 2. Some others with 1 as well. Broken tackles, Tyler Algier, 24 broken tackles. Yards after contact, Tyler Algier also with a lot. And he also had a 99-yard touchdown run. Keep in mind. Receiving for us, receptions, that's going to be Kyle Pitts with 58. Yards, also going to be Kyle Pitts with 801. Drake London, solid rookie season, 2 touchdowns. 612 receiving yards on 45 catches. Average yards a catch, that's going to be Bryan Edwards at 15.2 yards a catch. Touchdowns, that's going to be Edwards, Zacchaeus, Pitts, London, and Patterson all tied with 2. First and Tate each with 1. Run after the catch is going to be Kyle Pitts with 231. Cordell Patterson a close second at 228. And our longest passing play was 72 yards to Bryan Edwards. Defensively for us, tackles, Deion Jones was a tackles machine, 108 tackles, 20 of them for a loss. Lorenzo Carter, Arnold Epcade, each with 10. Troy Anderson with 8. Grady Jarrett with 7. Richie Grant with 5. Dean Morrow also with 5. AJ Terrell with 4. Contavious Street with 4. Isaiah Oliver and Marlon Davidson with 3. Mike Ford, D'Angelo Malone, Anthony Rush, and Taquan Graham all with 1. Quarterback sacks. Each edge rusher with 4.5. Carter and Ebikadi. Deion Jones with 3. Isaiah Oliver with 2. Marlon Davidson with 2. Grady Jarrett with a sack and a half. Contavious Street sack and a half. Anderson, Ford, and Graham each with a sack. Interceptions. We forced a lot of interceptions this season. Just we didn't really do a ton with them. AJ Terrell with 7. That might even lead the league. I'm not sure. Casey Hayward with 5. Richie Grant with 4. Deion Jones with 2. Isaiah Oliver with 1. Mike Ford with 1. Dean Marlowe with 1. And no idea how to say this guy's name with 1. Now checking out some stats on the season. And checking out the season leaders. NFL. Passing yards is going to be Tom Brady. Who else? With 5,612. Touchdowns is going to be Dak Prescott, who threw 50 touchdowns. And the most interceptions thrown is Marcus Mariota. Then Jameis Winston, and then our other quarterback, Desmond Ridder. And then Aaron Rodgers also with 18. Completion percentage, obviously I'm going to look for a starter here. That's going to be Dak Prescott with a 71% completion percentage. The longest pass play of the season with Mac Jones with an 89-yard touchdown pass. And the quarterback that took the most sacks was Davis Mills with 58 sacks taken. Rushing yards and rushing statistics. Derrick Henry led the league in carries, also led the league in yards. Average yards a carry, I'm going to also check for an actual running back here. Desmond Ridder, not going to count there. Debo could count, not going to though. Nick Chubb averaging 5.8 yards a carry. Rushing touchdowns, it's going to be Zeke with 19. Fumbles, that's going to be Desmond Ridder. And then Marcus Mariota with 8 and 7, respectively. Broken tackles is going to be Jonathan Taylor with 69. Then Damian Harris with 67. Zeke with 63. Yards after contact is actually going to be Tyler Algier. Wow. 349 yards after contact. Longest rush. Algier 99. Joe Mixon 93. Zeke 92. Receiving. Receptions, that is going to be Stephon Diggs with 121. Yards, it's also going to be Stephon Diggs with 1,651. Average yards a catch, that is going to be Braxton Berrios with 27. Receiving touchdowns, that is going to be James Washington with 16. Another Cowboy, Michael Gallup with 15 as well. Run after the catch is going to be Cedric Wilson with 608 yards. And the longest catch was Kendrick Bourne, who caught the touchdown pass from Mac Jones. And defensive stats, let's check that out really quick, and then that'll be the last thing we look at. Myles Jack, 160 tackles. Tackles for loss was Brian Burns with 31. Aaron Donald also 27 as well. Sacks, that's going to be Aaron Donald. Who else with 19? Myles Garrett also with 17.5. Chandler Jones with 17. Also Chase Young with 17. Interceptions, that's going to be Sean Murphy Bunting with 8. Shaq Thompson with 7. Don't know why AJ Terrell is not here. He should be. He has also got 7. Interception return yards, Shaq Thompson 193. Pass deflections is going to be Jamin Davis with 12. Catches allowed is going to be Eric Kendricks with 76. Forced fumbles is going to be Alexander Johnson with 3. Derwin James with 3. A bunch of other guys tied at 2. And now, so obviously this is a multi-year franchise thing. But I'm going to go get another additional focus player with those 20 staff points. So now we'll have 4. But that's going to do it for this episode of Falcons franchise. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications so you don't miss the off season, which is going to be very soon. But let me know in the comments below. I would love your feedback. Who should I draft? What I should do with the team? Who should I sign free agency? Not resign. I'd love to know your thoughts. I might do an off-season preview video. I'm not sure. But thank you guys for watching this episode of Falcons franchise. Obviously, this season does not necessarily go extremely well. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications. Check out my main channel, Super Sports Central. Link in the description of this video. And I will see you in the next video.